The law simulator itself is a use of force tool. So law enforcement agencies around the country, they use this tool or similar tools in order to train their officers in use of force situations. The goal of this simulator is not to have our students engage in a use of force. The goal is for them to show their command presence, to give commands and be able to effectively communicate, even with a screen, right? If they're able to communicate with the screen, they should be able to communicate with people on the street. Oftentimes though, unfortunately, people don't respond to the things we say in appropriate manners. So sometimes we do have to use force. And so this is a safe way, if we do have to pull the trigger, to simulate that type of situation.
It's just simulators that we would go through and we would run through of like things that we would actually see on the job, on the field. So like what you seen in there was like a normal, health checkup, and we had to go in there, take down our suspect. We weren't trying to do it like that, but kind of happened.
Put the scissors down! Put the scissors down! Put them down! Put them down!
It gives you a heart beating, like as if you were actually there, doing it and experiencing it in real life. Like as you've seen with our first simulation, the girl rushed at us with scissors. In that moment, we had to draw our guns, and it just gives like an actual feeling of being there. And what would you do in this situation?
I had this huge adrenaline rush, and like I was very scared because my first simulation, I got put into a school shooting, and I was just like I couldn't back out at that moment, so I just had to go in, take the suspect down, and yeah.
The equipment that we use, it is a laser shot simulator by Laser Shot. What they provide to us is a projector, computer with software loaded on. The students have some firearms that have been modified. They were based off of real firearms, but they are inert. But they've been modified with an IR laser that will track any shots that they take during the simulation. So it'll track the location. So this also tests accuracy and stuff like that.
So first we'd have our commands, and if they wouldn't listen to our commands, drop the knife or sit outside, we would have to then use our taser. It depends on the lethal force and of what type of force they're using. So if they do have a knife in hand or a weapon in hand, that's when we would use our gun. If they were charging at us, and if they were simply holding it and they wouldn't put it down and listen to our commands, we then would tase. And with our hands, we usually go hands-on after we get the weapon out their hand, or if they're physically trying to harm us, we would go in with our hands.
With the tablet, I can control the simulation. The students are using their voice appropriately, they're showing a good command presence. Cool, I can get compliance by pushing a button. If the students are not doing that, I can choose an option where it may turn into a bad situation, a use of force, where not necessarily shooting, where they may have to simulate tasing or simulate going hands-on or using pepper spray. So I have all of those capabilities on the tablet that allows me to kind of control the simulation a little bit based off of their reactions and what they do.
I feel like it helps us prepare more just because, like, as Ari stated, like, reading it, you can get an image of it, but you can't really know, like, the adrenaline of it, the actual, if I was actually getting charged at with a knife, what would I do? So it helps us more in getting the personal experience and the heart beating rush of what would I do in this moment. If you actually want to be a police officer or anything in the law field, what you actually need to do when it happens.
They help us by just giving us actual experience before we even go out there on the job and go and do it personally ourselves. So it just gives us that adrenaline rush of what we would experience later on in life when we do come on the job.
So the simulations are better for the kids because they get some real world experience that law enforcement officers have to go through in a safe way that's not going to be traumatizing or anything like that. This is an opportunity for them to understand, hey, not everybody's going to listen to me. Not everybody's going to respond to what I'm saying. Or if I am using my voice correctly, if I am giving proper commands, okay, this person is going to reply with compliance. And so that's what this is teaching them.